This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. Nishanik again are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's gonna sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's Snap in the hold. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good.
That's a fly ball deep right field. Get out of here.
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grab. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Away from him. Right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
From Laurel High School, it's WPIAL playoff basketball on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, it's the start of the WPIAL girls basketball 2A first round, featuring the Beth-Center Bulldogs and the Laurel Spartans. Alongside Eric Thomas, I'm Tyler Polk. Tonight's broadcast on lcsportsnet.com is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, keeping you in the game. MVP Insurance, simplifying insurance, call MVP for the win. Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. UPMC Orthopedic Care, Lawrence County's local choice for sports medicine. Penn Ohio Bottled Water, home and business bottled water delivery. The Red Zone, score big at the Red Zone. Madura Bonner Law, a community firm dedicated to protecting your possessions. Gem Builders Incorporated, the creative edge in your contracting work. Pontius Insurance, protecting those who you love. Works in Progress, painting services for residential and commercial projects. Crane Room Grill, family-owned restaurant, brewery, and banquet center. City Rescue Mission, transforming lives in crisis since 1911. Something for your wall photography. The Tri-County Principals Association and the Laurel Teachers Association. And finally, by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Eric, we had a good game last night between Shenango and Chartiers. Houston should have another one here in the 2A girls side with it. Laurel, a return to the playoffs after missing the tournament last year. Of course, they come with a lot of experience and a lot of history with them. In the previous 6 years before that, 6 playoff appearances, 2 WPIAL final appearances, and 4 state tournament appearances. It's a team that looks like it's ready to get back on the roll, especially Shenango.
Yeah, they won 3 of their last 4 games, Ty. They scored 50 in each of those games, which is something that this team had a lot of problems doing early on in the year, and that was scoring. So they've been able to pick it up a little bit. They got hot at the right time, and hopefully, for their sake, they can keep that going into the postseason. Would be good to see this Laurel team come out and score with the proficiency that they have the last couple of games. 9-13 doesn't really tell you how good they are, and the fact that they won 3 or quarter of those 9 games in the last couple of weeks of the season also doesn't tell you how good they are. This is a pretty good team top to bottom with a lot of experience, and if they keep it rolling tonight, Beth-Center is going to have its hands full. It's plain and simple. Beth-Center, on the other hand, they did also win 3 of their last 4 games, but I go back to early in the season, this Beth-Center team, they struggled with Newcastle. I mean, they scored 15 points in a loss against Newcastle, and I understand Newcastle's a 5A team. That was an 8-4 team. I mean, that's not a good indication of what this Beth-Center team is either. So you kind of throw that out. Both teams allowing a decent amount of points, 47 for Laurel, 35 for Beth-Center, and both are scoring in the 40s too. So maybe the one who gets to 51st is going to be the one that wins this one tonight.
And you got to look out for Beth-Center's defense. They are 5th in 2A, especially with all those strong defenses. Of course, you have fellow county rival in Neshannock up there, Aliquippa also in the same section as Laurel. So they've had some tough games, but one thing that you have to look at with this Spartans team is the fact that they were able to come on late in the season. They had their first section win against Shenango. That came on January 9th. So they're playing better basketball with that. So, again, as you said, everything that we saw from them, you throw it out the window, really, because it's playoff time. But talking to both coaches, it really seems like both are trying not to stress the fact that this is a first-round game. They want to treat it like another game.
Yeah, you have to kind of go that route. And, we'll see what this Laurel team does size-wise, too, because I think that's going to be a key to this game, too. Beth-Center definitely has the size advantage in this game, especially with Violet Trump inside. She's a double-double threat and brings a lot of problems to teams defensively and also in the glass. So Laurel's going to have its work cut out for it, but as you mentioned, an experienced team. This team has players like Cheyenne Tyndall that can light it up at any time. They can play good defense. Jael Henderson's also had a couple of big games this season. Malie Hill's had a couple of big games. So at any given point, this team can have one player that takes over. They play a lot, too. There's about a 9 or 10 player rotation with this Laurel team. I'll be curious to see tonight if Ricky LaRocco has a 5 on the floor that stays hot and continues to put pressure on Beth-Center. Will he just try to ride them and hopefully stay out of foul trouble? But will he just try to ride that 5 all the way to the second round?
So we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with the keys to the game and the starting lineups presented by Crane Room Grill. We got to get you that key word you're looking out for there for some free appetizers. We'll have that for you coming up in a bit. It's Laurel, it's Beth-Center. Coming up, it's WPIAL 2A girls basketball first round action on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock Competitive Spirit as the January LCAP Team of the Month after winning their 3rd PIAA championship in 4 years. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Wilmington Competitive Spirit for winning the D10 championship in just their 2nd year as a competition team. Congratulations to Coach Daughtry and the Neshannock cheer team, as well as Coach Hordeski and Blois and the Wilmington cheer squad, our January LCAP Teams of the Month.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Newcastle's Ralphie Blundo as the January Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Elwood City's Kayla Jones as the January Female Athlete of the Month for also eclipsing the 1,000 career point mark. Congratulations and best of luck to 1,000th point scorers Kayla Jones and Ralphie Blundo, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Hey Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Laurel teachers support all of our athletes
on and off the field.
All right, okay. Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
And we're back pregame before a Class 2A first-round matchup featuring the Laurel Spartans and the Beth-Center Bulldogs in girls basketball action. Starting lineups today brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Call to place your order at 724-656-1553. Call ahead and reserve your seat for after the game or place an order for takeout. And remember, the winning word for Thursday night is playoffs. That's right, playoffs. Come to the Crane Room on Thursday after the game and tell your server the winning word and get a free Crane Chips starter. Again, the winning word is playoffs and you get a free Crane Chips appetizer. You can see the starting lineup here for Beth-Center as you have number 2, Callie Dorsey, going to play volleyball at W&J, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs. Number 3, Jenna Pohill. Number 5, KJ McDaniel. Number 20, Violet Trump. And also number 1, Eliana Reevy. We'll listen in to the starting lineup for the Laurel Spartans. So there's a starting 5 for the Spartans. It's Cheyenne Tyndall, Jamie Weisenstein, J.L. Henderson, Marley Hill, and Macy Sinar. The 5 for Laurel, and Swiner, the starting 5 for Laurel. And we'll give you the keys of the game presented by Works in Progress Painting Services. Call Joe Wright at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting project. For Laurel, the keys are simple. Focus on shooting, getting easy looks off the press, and easy baskets as well. On the other side for Beth-Center, really just go out there and have fun with it, as I talked to Rick Hill, their head coach, in his second season. Underway, Beth-Center with the ball. Reevy out high for KJ McDaniel. inside the arc. Violet Trump throws one up, no good. Rebound collected by Cheyenne Tyndall, and Laurel will take it up.
It's going to be real curious to see what Laurel can do on the glass early in this game. And that's what they're going to have to do, Ty, is run down those loose balls when they go to the corner. If it's under the basket, they're just going to have to battle Trump the entire night. That's just the way it's going to be. But anything that comes off the rim and goes to the corners, back out towards the perimeter, they've got to run down.
Tyndall loads up a three-pointer and connects. Cheyenne Tyndall opens up. It's our LCAP instant replay on the first shot of the game. And meanwhile, a steal by the Spartans. And the lay-in couldn't be finished off by Maylee Hills. It swirled out. Ball knocked out, and the Spartans keep the possession. Beth-Center was coming up the court, but good active hands by the Spartans keeps it in their own end, and they'll have a third opportunity at a shot already.
And one thing you can do to negate that rebound edge is be aggressive defensively like we've seen early on here. Just keep the pressure on Beth-Center defensively. Try to wear them down, move the ball just like they're doing, find open shots. Beth-Center has shifted into a zone early in this game already, so they recognize the three-point ability of Laurel in this game. 72 made on the season.
Hill attacking in the lane. Chucks one up, no good, but following up is Jael Henderson, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul's going to be on Jenna Pohill, her first, team's first.
A good job by Henderson, moving from across the floor and getting that rebound. So again, they have to just beat Beth-Center to the loose balls, and they got to beat them to the rebounds that come off the rim and maybe carry them somewhere else. If it's directly under there, you have to assume that Violet Trump is going to box them out. She is a double-double basically waiting to happen. It hasn't happened every game, but that potential is there. And she's had some monster games, 22 against Bentworth, averaging almost a double-double on the season.
Laurel attacking off the press immediately. They haven't allowed Beth-Center to make it towards the midline. Another tap out by the Spartans stays with the Bulldogs, and finally they break it with McDaniel. Ball deflected out.
Good active hands there by Weisenstein.
This is Beth-Center's second time in the offensive end. No good from Pohill as they open the game winning the tip, but once they've got an opportunity to inbound it, they just hadn't had a lot of space. Reevy, while falling, gets it over for Callie Dorsey, who returned to the team, was away from the team as a junior, comes back to lead the team in scoring. Violet Trump knocks down the jumper on the foul line.
Good turn. Nobody stepped out to defend her, and if you've watched Beth-Center this season, she's not just all under the bucket. I mean, she'll step out and hit those 13, 14-foot jumpers just like she did there. Got her body set, good posture on the shot, and was able to make sure she tried to extend the defense. Nobody went out with her.
Violet Trump has also a connection to Lawrence County. Her sister Elizabeth played for Westminster. Now here is Trump working the right block, knocked away from her by Jamie Weisenstein, and it stays with Beth-Center.
And brother also played football at Wheeling University. Beth-Center, if you're not familiar, is in Fredericktown. That's south of Pittsburgh, so it's more so in the Washington County area. Almost kind of where we were a night ago against at Char Houston. Excellent facility there.
Yeah, really solid facility, especially for a smaller school. It was a lot like a bigger version of Shenango's gym. Now off the inbounds, the jumper by Dorsey is no good. Rebound collected by the Spartans. Pass up from Sinar, and then that couldn't be finished by Cheyenne Tyndall.
So far, Laurel's been the more aggressor on offense, shot-wise. We saw that a night ago with Char Houston, the boys. They didn't shoot a great percentage, but they certainly kept the aggressiveness against Shenango by continuing to shoot and being relentless on offense. And that's what you're seeing Laurel do early on in this game.
Trump picks up the loose ball foul, her first, team second. 4:48 remaining in the first. 5-2 Laurel, who started off the game with a 5-0 run.
Got to give credit, too, to Jael Henderson, who's hung in there in the paint. They're asking a lot out of her tonight, and she's done her job early on in this game.
Swiner's pass off the hands of Maylee Hill, and it goes out of bounds. Beth-Center ball. In front of her bench, Dorsey inbounds, and it's quickly breaking the press. Coming in that last timeout was Alexa Fisher. Now a straightaway three-pointer, clangs off no good for McDaniel. Kiara Lamp also came in off that last timeout as well. Trump right block, powers her way inside, couldn't get the friendly bounce. Henderson with some good defense. Pinged off the foot of Swiner and worked over for Maylee Hill. Who has it again. Gets directions from Coach LaRocco, and the Spartans moving it quickly, but the pass from Weisenstein is picked off by the Bulldogs. Under 4 remaining in the first. 2A girls first round action on Lawrence County SportsNet. Unable to toe the line was Kiara Lamp, and the Spartans will take it back. Into the game is Kylie Ruperto and Maya Jarrett.
And if you're going to feed Trump, if you're Beth-Center, you have to put the ball up high. At 5'11", she's over top of just about every defender out there. Do not make the post player go low for the ball. And if you're defensively there, you want to make sure you're there to try to deflect it, but you don't want to make the post player on your own team have to go low to retrieve the ball. That is a big-time no-no.
Bulldogs have it with Alexa Fisher doubled near the Laurel bench. Finds McDaniel. And now nearly doubled at the line. Trump, good first step. Baby floater, no good. Trump has it inside and manages to use the square for 2. Violet Trump has 4-5-4. She has the game's last 4 points. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first. Ruperto reverses it to Hill. Her jumper left of the backboard, no good. Callie Dorsey takes it up. Right rail. Off front rim, no good. Hill for Laurel. Turned on the Jets and got the 2.
Yeah, you have to push the ball down the floor against this defense. And that's good reactionary defense there by Laurel, too. Force the turnover, force the ball to mid-floor, and be right there in the offensive player's face, force the travel. But you have to take advantage of your chances in transition if you're Laurel in this game. You know the size advantage. We've talked about it. And now it's basically a wash because Trump's on the bench for a couple of minutes. So now's your time where you can try to go inside to Henderson or Jarrett, maybe get something inside, higher percentage.
Tyndall's three-pointer, no good. Fighting for the ball is Hill. Won by Fisher. Stuck in the corner, steps out of it, and slides her way past the timeline. Three-pointer rainbowed over the hoop from Dorsey and out of bounds. 2:05 remaining in the first, 7-4 Laurel.
2 of 11 early on here for Beth-Center. They have not been able to establish anything. And those 2 field goals, the player who hit them is on the bench right now.
Cheyenne Tyndall sinks the three-pointer from the corner. It's an LCAP instant replay. Fisher breaks the timeline, swatted out of the sky by Jael Henderson.
She is having a fantastic first quarter, both ends of the floor. A couple of rebounds, that defensive stop. Impact player early on for Laurel.
Need every moment of it, especially with Trump on the floor. Skyhook pass over for Tyndall. Can't knock down the 3. That would have been 3 for her so far in this game. We approach 1 minute remaining in the first. Dorsey's three-pointer fought out of the corner for a miss. No basket, fouls on the floor. That'll be the first on Laurel today. And it's picked up by Tyndall, her first, team first.
Now they missed the hook on Dorsey there trying to get to that loose ball. They had her boxed out pretty well. just ever so slightly used their leverage to get around the Laurel defense to get after it, and got away with the call. Take what you can get.
Under a minute remaining. Fisher has it on the left wing. Starts her dribble. Slashes right of the lane, draws the foul. She'll shoot 2. Jarrett picking up the foul. Fisher at the line will shoot 2. Beth-Center has gone 8-3 since the turn of the calendar to 2025. Bank is open for Fisher on the first.
And again, the way they ended the season scoring, it's a good sign that they've been able to get out and get some buckets here in this first quarter.
Second is off, so it's half and half at the line for Fisher. 40 seconds remaining in the first. Hill. Got it back from Ruperto. Tyndall, the pass intended, is picked off by McDaniel. Dorsey stops up on the right wing. McDaniel slides one. It's back to Dorsey, right corner 3. A little short. She's boxed out from deep, and a heavy collision. It's back in Beth-Center hands, and another rejection, this time from Maya Jarrett. Picked off by Fisher. Beth-Center trying again. And they'll slow it down with 2 seconds remaining. They got to roll. Puts one up at the buzzer. It's Bailey Burnott burying it, and that's how we end the first. Laurel 10, Beth-Center 7. Second quarter coming up next on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Spartans by 3 as we begin the second quarter of action. All changes in possession brought to you by Madura Bonner Law. 3-pointer. Tyndall knocks it down. 9 points for Cheyenne Tyndall.
All those threes from the same side too, Ty. They've left her wide open in that corner. And on the other end, a couple of times down the floor, Laurel's defense has left an open shooter in the corner as well. So, and there's a case again. You can't throw the ball at the feet of your post player. You've got to put the ball up high. Now, this isn't in the paint. This is up at midcourt, but you still, at 5'11", have got to make sure your tallest player has a chance to catch the ball.
Tyndall loads up her 3, not this time. Long pass on for Dorsey, and can't finish the lay-in. Weisenstein with some good transition defense to force the miss on Dorsey.
And Beth-Center right now, both teams struggled in the first quarter. 3 of 15 for Beth-Center, 3 of 11 for Laurel. But it was the 3 that was the neutralizer for the Spartans, with Tyndall hitting both.
And they're going to have Tyndall on high alert every time it goes into that corner. Henderson steps out. Now Hill will try a 3-pointer. Can't knock it down. Rebound collected by Kiara Lamp as Beth-Center takes it up. A reset with KJ McDaniel, the junior guard. 3-pointer knocked down by Eliana Reeving. Her first points of the game. We're tied, or excuse me, rather, it's 13-9. And they actually roll it as a 2, excuse me.
Yeah, neither team has come out and guarded the corner much. Bad turnover there by Laurel as they had the ball movement there. They've done such a good job of that here in the first couple of minutes of this game, but just an ill-advised pass that time. See Laurel if they can step up, and there was the trap. I was expecting them to come up to half court there and trap, get some active hands out there. They've knocked some balls away.
There's Trump trying to spinorama and can't finish it as it rimmed out.
J.L. Henderson again.
Henderson, the floater. Not this time either. We've had some fast-paced moments momentarily off a transition. And no friendly rim for McDaniel. 3-point lead for Laurel. 2:15 played in the second. Off a deflection, Maylee Hill. Swiner going baseline Henderson. They find it in the corner for Tyndall, and she couldn't load up from deep.
Very quick reacting that time.
Swiner takes a jumper inside the arc. It's good. Her first points. Laurel back ahead by 5. The leaner from McDaniel draws the foul. They'll put it on Macy Swiner. Her first, team's first in the second.
So first, team first, shooting for Beth-Center, Kaylee McDaniel.
Kaylee McDaniel, the third leading scorer, prefers to go by KJ. First at the line is off. Last year, Beth-Center in their return to the playoffs lost to Fort Cherry 66-16. So already a better start through more than one play. Ball ricocheted out of bounds after that missed foul shot from McDaniel, so no dice at the line. And here comes the Spartans. A Durabonner Law change in possession.
I would actually say, too, that the lower scoring game is going to favor Beth-Center. And that's only because they can pound the ball inside more. Laurel has really settled for a lot of perimeter shots in this first half. Now, that's their game. That's their style, especially when they're at a disadvantage when it comes to the size. But, you know, they've got to start knocking some shots down. Other than Tyndall, they only have one field goal here in the second quarter, and they've missed all 3 of their 3-point attempts.
Dorsey for Beth-Center, the lone senior, inbounds it. And now they understand the press for Laurel.
Yeah, that was excellent reversal that time.
But still, Spartans get the steal from Jarrett. Henderson's pass didn't have enough juice on it for Hill. Trump doubled up and gets bailed out by her head coach, Rick Hill, as he calls timeout, sensing danger for Beth-Center. It's a Pontius Insurance timeout. Visit PontiusInsurance.com to request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance.
Of course, the winner of this game is going to play either Neshannock or Apollo Ridge on Friday. Number 1 seed Lancers, and Laurel knows them all too well. Last time they defeated Neshannock was back in 2023. This season, they have been outscored in 2 games against Neshannock, 111-26. They trailed 41-6 at halftime in the first game, and only scored 14 points against the Lancers in the 2 first halves they played in this season. So it would be a date with their section mate if Laurel wins this game tonight.
So little Lawrence County Super Bowl action early on in the playoffs.
And of course, a big game too, because you win this tonight, as Jarrett tips it out of bounds, you win this game tonight, and you're not assured of a state berth, but you're certainly going to play for one, regardless of what happens in the quarterfinals. 7 teams go, so there will be a consolation game after the quarters.
Trump triple team draws the foul. And they'll call it on Swiner. That'll be our second. For correction, it's Jarrett. Third team foul on the Spartans. And you could see, much like Tyndall in the far corner, Trump on the other way has the far block. That's her first at the line. I mean, how many times have we seen the offense initiate from that right block for Trump, and she's really been surgical with everything she's done so far. Perfect at the line. And it cuts the lead down to 3.
They've made her work, there's no question. Laurel's got to start thinking about something mid-range, I believe. They can't rely too much on the 3 the whole game. And they've got to try to get the ball in the paint. Henderson or somebody at that foul line get some mid-range jumpers. This has become a little too perimeter-oriented here midway through this second quarter, and that can be worrisome if you're not going to be hitting shots.
8-9 matchup from Laurel High School. Spartans the 8th seed, Beth-Center the 9th. And that ball was stolen by Burnett, but she was leaning on the line, so it stays with the Spartans. Ruperto wide open as Tyndall and nearly made him pay. Ruperto picks up the rebound, and she'll have it on the right wing. Hill steps into a three-pointer and knocks it down. Maylee Hill has 5 points, 6-point lead for Laurel.
That's a big, big-time 3.
And that's their biggest lead of the game so far. It's been, before that, a 5-point lead for Laurel. Substitutions coming in mass for Beth-Center, and Reevy back in the game. McDaniel, Trump on the left block. Baby hook is good. 8 points for Violet Trump, and you can see how immediately off that inbound, it's right to Trump. They don't play any games.
No, they don't. They shouldn't either. That's an interesting possession there, Ty. Gigi Santini did not, she boxed out but didn't run down that loose ball towards the corner.
And then the ball's thrown away by McDaniel. It was intended for Fisher.
So never mind, it all worked out.
McDaniel, Fisher, Reevy, Burnett, and Trump, the 5 for Beth-Center. Henderson, one more pass in the corner for Santini. Then looking for Weisenstein, and no ball. Possessions for Beth-Center. 2:53 remaining in the first half.
Again, good press break by Beth-Center, but Fisher got away with a high dribble that time. They didn't call.
Reevy pressured, couldn't get that shot over Spartan as Laurel brings it up with Henderson. Henderson goes right down the highway and draws the foul.
See, I like that aggressiveness. I mean, they haven't gone inside much. So why not just challenge Trump? That's her second foul. So keep attacking if you're Henderson. You have the ability to go after her either in transition or in the paint. Now, I would say more so in transition. It's going to be easier for Henderson because Trump is such a good back to the rim defender with her size and her ability to swing around and box out. Rich Hill's going to take her out. Rick Hill, I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea.
Yeah, you got to keep your best player out of foul trouble.
But this is a critical situation here, I think, if you're Laurel, because now you've got to take advantage of this. You've got a 6-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. You've got to put the foot on the pedal here. 30-second
timeout called by the Spartans. Coming up at the half, it's the UPMC halftime show. UPMC is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care. To get you back on your feet faster, visit upmc.com to find a local doctor near you.
Newcastle Transit out-of-town scoreboard. Shannock is up 18-11. There's 4 minutes until halftime in that game. On the boys' side, Elwood City trails South Park 18-16 after the first. weekend. The winner of this game does get Neshannock on Friday night, so it's going to be a county rivalry if it's Laurel and a chance for a third go. Love the fact that one of the Laurel fans across the way has a fat head, so to speak, a mock fat head of Neshannock head coach Leanne Grabowski.
I noticed that the entire time. I was waiting for you to pick it up.
I don't know that I'd want to poke that bear, but that Neshannock team, I honestly, and I mean this, and I said this during our preview show, I think they have all the potential in the world to go play for a state title.
Kylie Ruperto with the double dribble. 2:12 remaining in the first half. Laurel, their biggest lead by 6.
Unquestioned favorite. Some would say Aliquippa 2 in the 2A bracket. I think it's Neshannock's to lose.
Wide open, Alexia Fisher. No good. Rebound, Beth-Center. And then it's stolen by Ruperto, who's been a threat on top of that 2-3 zone.
Uh-oh.
Tyndall, why not? Wedgie.
Excellent look at it right there, too. That is, I'll tell you what, that had all the arc on it, and it just landed at the worst possible angle. But I like that possession, though. I like that idea to push it down the floor. Again, nobody in that corner with Tyndall. So if you can get it to her and she's wide open, you're letting her take that shot 100% of the time. Right? That would have been a backbreaking 3 if you're Beth-Center at that point.
It's not double digits, but it feels like it.
It really does. Especially without the big player Trump in the middle there for Beth-Center. They have shown really no propensity for generating offense here in the first half outside of Trump.
Those slides went back for Tyndall. Henderson.
Good attack.
Spin move. Floater again. Can't connect on it.
Yeah, but I like that attack, and I want to see more of that out of Henderson, even when Trump's in the game. I want to see more of that. I think she has potential to get Trump in even further foul trouble, and I think that's an asset to attack Beth-Center's big when she's back in the game.
That teardrop definitely would make the defense for Beth-Center think, because you have to step up, and that opens up cutters off the corners. You could have Tyndall, instead of spotting up for 3, go inside past Trump.
They just need something inside.
There's Weisenstein. She'll try to make that happen for you, but it rainbows over the hoop right into the hands of Jenna Powell.
They need something inside to really just start picking away at Beth-Center in the middle. And yeah, the 3 ball's been there tonight. They've hit some big ones in the first half, but they need an inside game to break it up a little bit.
KJ McDaniel with the basket, cuts the lead down to 4, 45 seconds remaining in the first half.
Not a lot of movement out of Laurel here. They were moving the ball so well now, and a lot of players not really moving too much here on this possession.
Morocco looks like he wants in the hole for the final shot. Nearly stolen from Tyndall. Has it at center point. Right corner, Henderson. They're holding for one shot. You could hear Coach Larocco working out the instructions. Now 5 seconds remaining. 2-3 zone for Beth-Center. Open in the corner, 3-pointer. No good from Cheyenne Tyndall, and that ends the first half of play with the Spartans 20 and Beth-Center 16. We'll take a break and we'll have the UPMC halftime show coming up. This is Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Major Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners.
With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medor, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at medorbonnerlaw.com for more information.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock Competitive Spirit as the January LCAP Team of the Month after winning their 3rd PIAA championship in 4 years. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Wilmington Competitive Spirit for winning the D10 championship in just their 2nd year as a competition team. Congratulations to Coach Daughtry and the Neshannock cheer team, as well as Coach Hordeski and Blois and the Wilmington cheer squad, our January LCAP Teams of the Month.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Laurel 20, Beth-Center 16. This is the WPIAL's Class 2A first round coverage of girls basketball on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. This is the UPMC halftime show. UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services. To schedule an appointment at any of our 4 Lawrence County locations, call 724-983-7000. Let's look at our scoring recap presented by Creative Edge, where design and construction come together with experience. We'll start off with the Spartans. Laurel 10 in the first, 10 in the second, gives them 20. The game's leading scorer, and the leading scorer for the Spartans is Cheyenne Tyndall, who has 3 3-pointers to give her 9 points. Maylee Hill has 5 points. Jael Henderson with 2 perfect trips at the line for 4 points. And Macy Swiner has 2 points for the Spartans. On the other side for Beth-Center, 7 points in the first, 9 points in the second, gives them 16 total in the first half. Their leading scorer is Violet Trump with 8 points. And then you have Eliana Reevy with 3 points, 2 points each for KJ McDaniel and Bailey Burnett, and 1 point for Alexia Fisher. And we've seen 2 styles of game, Eric, between these 2 teams. With Laurel, they were more perimeter-based. They did get some shots from long range inside the arc, but it's clear that even without Violet Trump on the floor at spots of time in that first half, they're still opting to go from deep.
Yeah, I really think that a couple things have to happen here in this second half. Number one, I think Laurel needs to attack the middle of the floor a little bit more with Jael Henderson. She had a really good game in the first half. She had a really good first quarter, altering a couple shots, a couple of rebounds. But I think she can attack Trump in the middle, especially now with 2 fouls. You can't be afraid to go after her in the second half. Get that 3rd foul early. There's going to come a point if you build a big enough lead that Rick Hill is going to have to stay with her on the floor, and that can be detrimental if she keeps getting into foul trouble. So Laurel's got to be more aggressive there. The second thing I think Laurel needs to do is stick with the ball movement. They did it so well in the first half, rotated the ball around. Tyndall had a lot of open 3 looks, maybe a little bit too much for my liking. They were 6 of 22 from the field in the first half, so not much better for Beth-Center. They were 6 of 23, but I still think that there's Laurel needs something to extend itself in this second half for sure. They definitely have to, and if you're Beth-Center, it's look, MO is pretty easy to figure out. Trump's got to stay on the floor as much as she can, and you got to keep feeding her. They won't have an answer for her inside if they keep feeding her.
Yeah, who would be the closest answer for Laurel? Is it Henderson?
That's it.
And they also have some size, but it's granted deep on the bench right now for them. They could at least, pose a threat in passing for them. But
yeah, it's Henderson. I mean, they don't have a ton of size on this team. Addison Uri's not getting many minutes here. At 5'11", they don't really want to put her out there just yet unless they really need to, but it would have to be Henderson. Just attack, and I think if they really wanted to push it, Jarrett maybe could attack her in the middle too. But first thing I'm doing, if I have the ball and I'm Laurel and it's my possession, I'm going right at Trump with Henderson. I'm going to see if I can pick up that 3rd foul easy early on.
Beth-Center gets the ball first to start the second half. We'll run right into the second half here from the UPMC halftime show. And we'll start it off with Callie Dorsey. Then here's the pass stolen by Maylee Hill and finishes off the points after turnover.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's going to be key, too, is transition. As you see the LCAP replay, they've got to, when they get out a chance to run, Laurel has to do what it can to extend this lead. There's another good box out and another good rebound by this Laurel team. They've done their job on the glass in the first half.
Too strong for Maylee Hill after that three-pointer from Dorsey. She mishandled that. They had all types of time. McDaniel's shot gophers out, and it's last touched by the Spartans. It stays with the Bulldogs. This is an 8-9 matchup in the WPIAL 2A girls playoffs. Next up is the 1 seed Neshannock or the 16 seed Apollo Ridge, who defeated Bentworth in the preliminary round to advance into the playoffs. Bernard outside, Dorsey. And the Bulldogs will slow down the play as we're approaching 1 minute in. And the foul is on Laurel. We'll put it on Swinar. That's her third. First team foul here in the third quarter for Laurel. Side out inbounds with Fisher. Bernard off the catch. No good. Follow up Trump. That's no good either. Stays with the Bulldogs, and they'll have a third crack at it. Bernard inside, and she traveled, trying to activate off the left elbow.
Yeah, Beth-Center has to recognize this is only a 6-point game right now, and I would be pounding that ball in the middle with Trump. See, that's also a good, even though they missed it, a good shot selection there too, because that three by Henderson is going to draw Trump out. So get her out. Maybe you can fake that, find somebody cutting to the bucket, get her out of that middle there, and open it up for some of the smaller players of Laurel to get inside in a high percentage look.
Would you say that Laurel's playing a little bit too much 5 out in this situation?
That's right there, Ty, is too easy. I mean,
yeah,
that is too easy for Trump. And this is what I'm saying. It's, this thing at one point in the first half felt like it was a Laurel in control.
And a charge is on Hill.
But again, you got to attack the defense here somehow. To answer your question, maybe, but I can't be afraid of attacking anybody in the paint. I mean,
I don't think you've seen enough offense from Beth-Center to really scare you out of that, aside from Trump. So going inside and seeing what happens could be one thing. Ball knocked out by Jarrett.
I'm taking the ball right at the bucket. If I'm Laurel, I'm trying to draw some contact. I have to get her further into foul trouble.
Bernard off the catch, three-pointer, well short from KJ McDaniel. Stays with the Bulldogs. Jumper off from Bernard. Follow-up chance, no good either. It's tapped around, and it stays with the Bulldogs. So it's another offensive rebound. It wasn't Trump, but it was created for the Bulldogs. Now here she is, doubled, rejected by Henderson, but she draws the foul.
Violet Trump is so good at repositioning herself when she gets the basketball and not being over-aggressive, turning and facing. She is an excellent player, and you can just, that play is perfect to summarize what kind of problems she gives a defense. I mean, Henderson's playing in pretty good position to defend her, but just the way she turns and faces that bucket and still has a 4 or 5 inch advantage over Henderson, and then drawing the contact.
Held ball possession for Laurel. I want to give a comparison for Violet Trump. She reminds me of, I've seen a few times Mohawk head coach Lindsey Bell play college basketball, and she was the controller in the middle. It was Natalie Murrio and Camden Hergenroper running the guard spots, and it was her doing the dirty work inside. And more often than not, she was coming up with double-doubles. Jarrett sidesteps past Trump and draws the block.
Perfect.
That's runway.
Yeah, perfect job right there to attack and get that third foul. And Rick Hill is not going to hesitate. I think he recognizes that they need to try to extend her time on the floor later in this game as much as they can, so he's going to go to the bench now. But that's what I'm talking about. Get in there and attack her and get that foul. The second she comes back in this game, however long this rest is, you got to go at her again. That might decide this game. I mean, getting her out of the way might actually decide this game. It might open things up for Laurel a little bit.
They still have size coming off the bench, and freshman Jenna Pohill, she checks in for Trump. No good from either with Jarrett. But, of course, the one thing with Trump, she's a controller. You can see in every movement and every step that she forces the defense to go right to her, or else she's going to get an easy two. Good back tap by Jarrett coming back into the play. And that's another thing. Beth-Center has been waiting on passes. They're not coming back to the ball. There's been so many times Laurel has gotten a deflection at the last moment.
Yeah, good reaction by this Laurel defense. They've had active hands all night long.
McDaniel can't sideswipe it in. Rebound is collected by Swiner. 5 minutes remaining in the third. Laurel by 4. Jarrett, good idea with the pass, looking for Henderson, but no one home, stolen by the Bulldogs. McDaniel loses possession momentarily. Slides one over for Kiara Lamp. McDaniel again on the right side and swirls it in with the leaner. 4 points for KJ McDaniel. 2-point lead for the Spartans, stolen by Kiara Lamp.
Nobody moving for Laurel.
Lamp, and on a rejection is Maylee Hill. Stays with Pohill underneath the basket, throws it off of Jarrett to keep possession for Beth-Center.
Yeah, nobody on that last possession offensively. That's a full timeout by Laurel with 4:13 to go. Nobody for Laurel moving on that last possession. Everybody just standing around, you dribble into the defense. You're going to force it to yourself to turn the ball over. You got to move offensively. We're not seeing that constant movement and that constant ball rotation like we saw in the first half.
Ricky LaRocco talking over with the Spartans. Full timeout. First season as Spartans head coach, spent 3 years with Shenango, went 44-33 and captured the 2023 WPIAL 2A championship. At the same time, Laurel lost in the 3A in that same year to Avonworth. So there's championship basketball he's seen here before, not too far away from his last stop. On the other side, Rick Hill in his second season has leveled the team up from a 5-win team the season before he came in to back-to-back 13-win seasons and immediate playoff contention. McDaniel will inbound for the Bulldogs. Calling for it is Callie Dorsey, the leading scorer, not wanting her high school career to end right here. Inside, hook shot, no good from Burnett. Rebound by Henderson in the corner. Tyndall loads up. They can't knock it in. All stays with the Spartans. They've had some really good offensive rebounding in today's game as they get another one here. And double dribble by Maylee Hill. Those are the unforced errors that really turned their head against Aliquippa in that last time out. Trump back in, works the right block, no good. She got the shot up before the double and might have rushed it. Henderson races her way up the court, and then in the process of trying to make the shot, lost it out of bounds. for all the struggle, Beth-Center can make this a tied game or knocking down their first three-pointer, taking the lead. And here is Elizabeth Trump. Give her 12 points, and we're tied at 22 with 3:09 remaining in the third.
Laurel should be attacking her right away. Got to go at her and get that fourth foul. You have to recognize that's 3 fouls right there. Get her back out of the game.
Henderson slips past Trump, can't finish. Rebound for Violet Trump.
Probably enough there to call the foul. But notice how Trump had to lay off. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to attack her and get that fourth foul. You could argue maybe Beth-Center played a little bit better without her on the floor, but you've got to go at her.
Bulldogs can't get their first lead. Euro step, count it, but she traveled. Took it back.
No, that's a terrible call. That is an absolutely terrible call. Know the rules, guys, because that is a Euro step. You're allowed to do that. She did not take an extra step. That is a clean bucket and a bad call. I'll be flat out honest about that. You can challenge me all you want. That is a terrible call.
The Durban law change in possession, and one that you gotta have a question mark over if you're Laurel. But just like that, they get the steal. Kylie Ruperto draws the foul. So you could say ball don't lie in that situation.
There's been 3 or 4 other instances in this game where they've missed travels. And to call it on that last bucket by Henderson is ridiculous.
Ruperto gets her first at the line. I can't get the second.
I've seen players go on hikes that are missed.
Beth-Center going double bigs with Trump and Pohill. Laurel lead by 1. Held ball between Jarrett and Trump. It stays with Beth-Center. 2:02 remaining in the third. Low-scoring game here from Laurel Area High School. Tyler Polk, Eric Thomas. We'll whip you on the call. Quick pass inside for Pohill. Forced it up, no good. Rebound collected by Maylee Hill. And she'll bring it up for the Spartans. 2-3 zone for Beth-Center. That's what their posture has been for most of this game. Jarrett inside the arc, Ruperto, no good. Fighting for it with Trump. It's held ball possession, arrow stays with Laurel. Kiara Lamp back in the game for Callie Dorsey. Swiner on the inbound for Maylee Hill. Hill at the spike line. Rolls one left wing for Swiner. Turns back. 1:15 remaining in the third. Laurel looking for the best shot. Here's the three-pointer trained by Maylee Hill. She's now in double figures with 10.
There's that ball movement we saw in the first half, and a good job on the inbound with the full court.
They're trying again for the steal. Gotten by Laurel. They like it, but it's possession still for Beth-Center. Henderson will come back in and replace Kylie Ruperto. Laurel's press currently in layers as they're looking for the trap, and they got it. McDaniel bumped off her stride, foul on Laurel. And they'll put it on Tyndall. It will be her second, team's fourth. 54.4 seconds remaining in the third. One more foul puts Beth-Center in the bonus the remainder of the third. Lamp will inbound it with McDaniel. And she brings it over the timeline. Beth-Center trying to get the best shot possible, but it's swiped. Tyndall with the steal. Hill, good serpentine for 2.
It's a big third quarter for Hill. She's got 7. They've needed every one of them.
Runner is good from Lamp, and that's her first points in this contest. Takes the lead down to 4. 13 seconds remaining in the third. Only 8 points apiece for both teams. In the corner, Tyndall's 3. She got it. Take a look at that LCAP instant replay as we end the third quarter of play. And the Spartans ahead by 7. The score, Laurel 31, Beth-Center 24. Fourth quarter action coming up. This is Class 2A girls basketball with Laurel and Beth-Center on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
That was awesome.
Class 2A girls basketball first round. Laurel, the 8 seed ahead, and a three-pointer again by Tyndall. She closes the third with a 3. She opens the fourth with a 3. Give her 15, and it's the biggest lead for the Spartans by 10.
Yep, that's what you need right there is 2 big buckets and then a turnover here in the first, or really the last 2 minutes of game action. Best shooting night, or best shooting quarter of the night. Laurel in that third quarter, 4 of 10. Beth-Center was 3 of 16. They are 9 of 36 from the floor in this game.
Yeah, right now for Laurel, it's been give it the 2, get 3. Lamp with the steal. Long floater, right for Trump to handle that. 14 points for Violet Trump. 30-second timeout called. It's a Pontius Insurance timeout. Coming up after the game, we'll announce the Melee Chiropractic play of the game. Seasonal allergies or changes in weather can affect how you feel on a daily basis. Headaches, joint pain, sinus pressure, even congestion can all be alleviated by chiropractic work. Call Melee Chiropractic to schedule your appointment today. Cheyenne Tyndall has 15 points off of 5 3-pointers, and every bit of it needed tonight. Nearly half of the scoring for Laurel so far. As we gone 1 minute past in the fourth quarter. 8-point lead for the Spartans, and they're trying to spread out the zone. At the elbow, Weisenstein. Beth-Center needs to press or else Laurel will just keep possession for the rest of the game. And Coach Larocco calling for motion, and Henderson activates underneath the basket, Good defense by Burnett. Beth-Center managed to knock this game up at 22. But from there, it's been a 12-4 run for the Spartans. Beth-Center keeps possession. Reevy slides one back for McDaniel. He's one player that Beth-Center needs to come alive. It's been the Trump show so far. Swatted out by the Spartans, stays with Beth-Center. Off the inbounds, a three-pointer from Dorsey. We haven't had an answer from her all game. Swiner off the catch will have it tapped right to Maylee Hill. Swiner, crossover, lost the handle. Jump ball, possession for Beth-Center. Burnett with a good dive at the ball to earn possession back for Beth-Center. Now she has it off the baseball pass. Dorsey leaning, got the high bank. Callie Dorsey, her first points at a game in the fourth quarter. Lead down to 6, but answering right back is Maylee Hill. She now has 14. Dorsey strolls up the court, drops one for Trump, and it rattled around on that shot from the left block. 16 points for Violet Trump as the teams trade baskets. 3 minutes played in the fourth. Henderson stops on a dime. Jarrett, the runner, and got it in. Here's an LCAP instant replay.
Good job attacking Trump, too. Get it in the paint.
Now the press working for Laurel as it's Macy Swiner will get the opportunity at the line as they got a steal off the inbounds.
A couple of out-of-town scores on the Newcastle Transit Authority going your way. Scoreboard, Neshannock, end of 3 leads Apollo Ridge 47-18. It is Fort Cherry at the end of 3, 47-24 up over California. Aliquippa's defeated Carmichael's tonight 79-6. And Riverview leads Rochester 47-39, end of 3.
That was the Newcastle Transit Authority going your way. Out of town scoreboard, save money on gas and let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County. The Newcastle Transit Authority going your way. Both good. Going the way of Macy Swiner at the line. 10-point lead again for the Spartans. A steal by Henderson. Ball fake. Sliding inside Swiner and couldn't get the direction. McDaniel picks up the rebound. Beth-Center's got to hurry. Three-pointer from Lamp. Well short. Out of bounds. 4:12 remaining in the fourth. Laurel ball.
Yeah, Laurel keeping the foot on the pedal here in this fourth quarter. Got to feel like 2 more buckets, maybe here in a short stretch, and maybe a stop are going to do it.
Wild shot by Hill. No good. Lamp fakes for Dorsey. At the foul line, Burnett. 14-footer, no good. Lamp picks up the rebound. Pressured all the way by Tyndall and forced it off of Lamp. It's Spartans ball with 3:37 remaining in the fourth. Jenna Pohill comes in. Trump on the bench with 16 points tonight.
That's where you got to go and attack the bucket. Where's some clock too if you want, but Laurel's going to have to be proficient moving without the ball.
Hill surveys the options. Jael Thompson. Off the handoff, it's Swiner. Time keeps on slipping into the future. It's in the favor of the Spartans, looking to advance to the quarterfinals. Henderson drives, can't finish. Last touch by the Bulldogs, and Pohill trying to recover it alongside Jarrett for Laurel. 2:58 remaining in the fourth. Swiner's pass, maybe a little bit too in front of Jarrett. Beth-Center ball, still down by 10 with under 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Not now, then when for Beth-Center. Reevy rolls to the right of the lane. Lamp manages to keep possession for a moment. It's stolen by Hill. Hill can't slide it home. Scramble on the floor. Jarrett has it tied up. Spartan possession. Elizabeth Trump returns to the game. Along with entering in for the first time tonight is Marsala Formentelli. Jarrett finds it low and count it. Jael Henderson gets her first basket from the field and has a chance for the and one.
That's Formentelli's job coming into the game here late, is to take some pressure off Trump so they can keep her out of foul trouble, but it's not going to matter if Laurel's going to keep adding the points here.
Henderson misses her first at the line tonight. The foul's on the Spartans. Jarrett's third, first for Laurel in the fourth. And the Spartans will talk it over after that loose ball foul. Full timeout for the Spartans, sponsored by Pontius Insurance.
So if you look at the bracket here, the Shannock's going to roll to a win. It would appear that Laurel is safe right now, up 12. Fort Cherry up comfortably. Aliquippa wins tonight. Riverview is ahead of Rochester. No reports on the other three games, but so far it's all top seeds that are winning, and that's one of the things that I think we noticed last night in the 2A boys bracket. The top seeds sort of separated themselves a little bit. I think we're going to see that again across the way, like, you know, Greensburg, Central Catholic, Sewickley, Jeanette, all expected to be in the mix with the Shannock, but we'll see what happens on Thursday night. But same thing on the girls' side. It's all top seeds right now, ruling the roost. It's your best teams, your two best teams in the bracket, Aliquippa and the Shannock, and perhaps they're on a collision course for a third matchup this season. That would be outstanding if it's at the Pete. And that's a dangerous Aliquippa team, but man, did the Shannock pull them apart the second time that they played.
McDaniel lost it in the lane. Formentelli gets it back to her. Then McDaniel flings it off the side of the backboard. Really, there's been no answer offensively aside from Trump by Beth-Center, and that's really what cost them tonight more than anything.
And just nobody able to step up and take the pressure off of her, and then you get her into foul trouble. And everybody kind of looks around as to who's going to be the aggressor and step up. And buckets, McDaniel had a couple of buckets. Revy had the big 3 in the third quarter, but outside of that, not really any offensive punch for this Beth-Center team.
Well, Callie Dorsey was the leading scorer for the team and got her first points in the fourth, but that's really been it. Henderson, while stumbling, can't get it to go. Jared's shot does not count. It's a travel. I know you were tough on a situation earlier with Henderson trying with that Euro step.
They got that one right.
They got that one right this time. Fisher surveys the foul line. McDaniel, there is Trump, all right inside. She had positioning, and it was Eason Pickens. 18 points for Violet Trump. It's back down to 10 with 1:16 remaining. It's a full timeout for Beth-Center. Pontius Insurance timeout. Make sure you take the time to save money on your insurance. Get the best rates and customer service by calling a local agent at Pontius Insurance. So it's looking like it's going to be a Lawrence County Clash on Friday night. I'm going to set up a date in the semifinals for either one of our Lawrence County competitors should events hold as they are right now.
And Alec Quippa tonight, 79-6. That is.
Hill takes it off the inbound. No one back. Can't finish. Good last second effort by Callie Dorsey.
I don't care who your opponent is. Anytime you win a playoff game, 79-6.
I think it has the snap signals going up for whoever's coming up against Aliquippa next. And that's either Riverview or Rochester.
Right now it looks like it's going to be Riverview.
Riverview last year was in the WPIAL semifinals. They fell to Union. Repeated as WPIAL champions.
Interesting to see where they're going to put the game on Friday if Laurel hangs on here too. Neutral site. It's going to be 2 Lawrence County teams. They did that last year with Elwood City and Mohawk. They put it at Newcastle. That would be the perfect spot for it. And Newcastle, the boys will play Thursday night, so there will be no conflict with the site on Friday night. They wouldn't play again until Monday, and they'd be on the road at a neutral site anyway. So let's hope the WPIAL does the smart thing and puts that thing in Newcastle. It's the best venue, and it would be the best opportunity to get a good crowd in there for an all-county matchup. That gym was packed to the rafters for the Elwood City Mohawk State playoff game last year. That was one of the best atmospheres all season.
I know I have one similar outcome that last year with Mohawk and Neshannock to end the regular season. 11.5 seconds remaining in regulation. Foul is on Burnett. That'll be her first 13th foul. That won't change the results any as Laurel looking to savor the victory. Meanwhile, Beth-Center will have a completely new 5 as out goes the senior, the lone senior for Beth-Center, Callie Dorsey, as that ends her high school career, but she will go on to play volleyball at W&J, and that's one of the better programs in the PAC. Off the inbounds, Hill can't finish, got her own rebound and scores. 16 points for Maylee Hill, and that should wrap up tonight's contest. 3 at the buzzer is off from Emily Libertor, and that's your ball game. Laurel, touch and go at moments, but they take care of business in the 2A first round. They come away victorious 44-32. Coming up, we'll give you the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the MVP Insurance MVP of the game alongside our Creative Edge scoring recap. This is Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Maley Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Newcastle's Ralphie Blundo as the January Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Elwood City's Kayla Jones as the January Female Athlete of the Month for also eclipsing the 1,000 career point mark. Congratulations and best of luck to 1,000th point scorers Kayla Jones and Ralphie Blundo, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Zeno-Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And welcome back. Final score, Laurel 44, Beth-Center 32. They advance in the Class 2A playoffs. It's the Tri-County Principals Association post-game show. And we'll first start off with our scoring recap. Let's take a look at who has the edge and recap tonight's gem of a game with Gem Masters, Builders, and Craftsman scoring recap. So for the victorious Spartans, 10 in the first, 10 in the second, 11 in the third, 13 in the fourth to give you 44. Their leading scorer tonight is Maitly Hills. She had 16 points. And right behind her is Cheyenne Tyndall with 15 points, all coming off of 5 3-pointers. Those were the two scores in double figures for the Spartans. Had 6 points. Swiner with 4 points. Maya Jarrett with 2. And Kylie Ruperto with 1 point. On the other side for the Beth-Center Bulldogs, 7 in the first, 9 in the second, 8 in the third and fourth will give them 32 for the night. Their leading scorer and led the game was Violet Trump with 18 points. And then it's all single digits from there. KJ McDaniel had 4 points. Eliana Reevy had 3 points off of 1 3-pointer, the lone 3 for Beth-Center in tonight's game. And then they had 2 points from Callie Dorsey, Bailey Burnett, and Kiara Lamp, and 1 point from Alexia Fisher. That is your scoring recap presented by Gem Master Builders and Craftsmanship, family owned and operated, general contractor for 4 generations. Their extensive construction experience, design capabilities, and creative process allows us to help and project and meet any challenge. Building our community for 70 years. Visit gembuilders.com for more info. We'll also give you the MVP, Insurance MVP of the game, and also our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award. And Eric, there was a lot of big threes by Cheyenne Tyndall tonight, but I think the biggest one might have been the one that opened up the fourth quarter right after hitting that 3-pointer before the break. I would say that would be our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award. Would you agree?
Yeah, they, you had the big 3 by Tyndall to end the third and then come right back in the fourth and hit another one back-to-back trips, and then they also had a turnover, and that really flipped the game around. So you want to put a nail in the Beth-Center Bulldogs. It was probably the 3 at the fourth quarter that just turned out to be way too much for them to overcome.
So Cheyenne Tyndall's 3-pointer to start the fourth quarter is our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award. Melee Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game award to Cheyenne Tyndall of Laurel. Melee Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Cheyenne for tonight's Play of the Game. She will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trip Live High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Cheyenne Tyndall of Laurel for tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. And now it's time to give out the MVP Insurance MVP of the Game award, and that belongs to Melee Hill. It really was her and Tyndall that were the big sparks for the Laurel offense tonight.
Yeah, it certainly was, and they needed every point that she was able to provide them, and took advantage of some matchup situations in the second half and played a very strong game. And Melee Hill came on in the second half, 11 of her 16 in the second half. That was definitely a difference. They won this game by 12. She scores 11 of her points in the second half. That's pretty simple math to me.
Tyndall gets Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game, and Melee Hill will pick up the MVP Insurance MVP of the Game award. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game award to Melee Hill of Laurel. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor her as tonight's MVP of the game. She will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Melee Hill for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win. So, Eric, final thoughts. We got an all-county Friday night matchup between Laurel and Neshannock. Do you have any little preview you want to add before that?
It'll be the third matchup. We mentioned earlier that Laurel hasn't beaten Neshannock since 2023. That was a 59-35 win on January 5th of that year. And haven't really had much in the way of success against them this season. 41-6 at halftime in the first game. Peyton Newman's been a big-time problem for this Laurel team to defend, much more than what Violet Trump was tonight. Laurel combined 14 points in the 2 first halves against the Shannock this season. It's going to be a tough uphill battle for them, but it's tough to beat a team 3 times, so hopefully Laurel can capitalize on that, and maybe they have a little bit more success this go.
And Coach Ricky LaRocco before the game said he's looking for that 10th win. He's trying to build up this program back to the front, but so far so good. Laurel goes to 10-13 overall. Beth-Center finally finalizes their season at 13-9. And now, before we go, it's time for the Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard.
Yeah, and Shannock did win tonight 58-18 over Apollo Ridge, so they're on to the quarters opposite of Laurel. 44-32 here in the game you watched on the Lawrence County Sports Network tonight. Fort Cherry defeated California 59-29. It was Aliquippa over Carmichael 79-6. And Riverview and Rochester. This was a Riverview rout early in this fourth quarter, or second half rather, and Rochester, to their credit, has come back and they made it a 1-point game. There was a little over 3 minutes to go the last time we saw that score update. No report on Winchester, Thurston, and Burgettstown, or Shar Houston and Brentwood, or Southside and Ellis School.
So an opportunity for Section 1 to have all 4 teams advance into the quarterfinal round, and that would be quite a sight for sore eyes. And I have to imagine that if you're not at the Nika High Field House on Friday, but
listen,
who knows?
Who
knows where it could be, but wherever it is, if you're not out there, shame on you for 6 weeks. You need to make sure you make it happen, or you can watch us on the Lawrence County SportsNet. Thank you so much for tuning into tonight's game. Our producer, Matt, cameraman, Garrett, and Ash as well, helping us out all today. Great work with this broadcast. And for my broadcast partner, Eric Thomas, another great night working with you. Look forward to more, hopefully this week or beyond, whatever happens.
Yes, sir. We'll see you down the line.
All right, one last time, our final score, Laurel 44, Beth-Center 32. The Spartans advance to the Class 2A quarterfinal round, and that matchup is scheduled for Friday. Site and time to be determined. We hope wherever you are, you'll join us, whether at the event or watching us on lcsportsnet.com. That's for the latest and whatever's going on around the WPIAL playoffs. Still have a lot of county teams in the tournament, and we'll be glad to bring all of that action for you however it happens. Until then, good night from Laurel, and this is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.